Moments with Romeo
and Renita Marie.
Hey everybody, thank you for joining us on the Moments with Romeo
And Renita Marie.
So this morning we're going to be talking about the controversial, but
What is that?
this is quotations.
But is it
Controversial.
Does that make it mean it's not really?
It's not really controversial. It shouldn't be controversial.
It shouldn't be.
Yes.
So that's the deal with this.
That's what we've kind of talked about this and we kind of disagree, so you all can kind of chime in and tell me
take
that
my
I'm
side.
right. Tell me that I'm right.
Take my side. Go ahead.
So Beyonce did her Super Bowl performance and she had some kind of messaging going on about the Black Panthers and everybody was in an uproar.
But what's the message really about the Black Panthers, or was it really more about Black liberation?
Well, to those of us who know, it was about Black liberation because the Black Panthers were about Black liberation also.
Right.
But to those of us who don't really know much, it was about we don't like the cops.
Is this when I could sing it?
No, you can't sing.
I can't sing
no
it.
singing. So people took offense to whenever whenever the cops get called on their crap, people take offense to it.
Right.
So they were like, "Oh, the cops aren't going to be providing security for Beyonce at her shows because."
Whatever happened with that? Did they ever do it?
No telling. No telling.
Go ahead.
So anyway, my problem with that is you have a problem with Beyonce speaking to the Black Panther movement, who wasn't really against cops. They were just against people coming into the Black neighborhood and oppressing Black people.
There's a difference between being against cops and being against police brutality.
Right.
And over-aggression.
Right.
And so typically the message that's being sent is that we're just anti-police, and most of us don't want to live in a world without police and without some sense of security.
Exactly.
But it's the over-aggression and police brutality that the movement is against.
So that's where my quotations came from. It's that people put their own narrative on things,
right,
so that they can kind of be angry and be outraged about it. But realistically, when you don't know what the narrative is,
right,
then you just, I don't know. I don't understand who would be against police not brutalizing people. Who would be against that?
People who like to brutalize people, I guess.
Okay.
But really, I think it speaks to the humanization of people or the dehumanization of folks. And
right.
So when you don't really value a person as a human being or the divine within them, then brutalizing, it's not really even seen as brutalizing. Right. It's just control.
It's like kicking a dog.
Right.
You know.
It's worse than, I mean, kicking a dog is worse because the same people who will be for like, oh, the police just have to do, and if those people didn't act this way and those people didn't this and those people didn't that, they would have outrage if a dog was brutalized.
Right, exactly. We put Mike Vick in jail behind some dog crap.
There you go.
So here's my issue.
Talk your issue.
They don't want to provide protection for Beyonce at her concert, but cops will provide protection for the KKK.
So this is a similar issue happened in St. Louis. So protesters would be out on the street with no weapons. We have signs, chants, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And
peaceful protest.
Right.
Quotation.
Quotations. But it was. I mean, what is peace, right? So that's another topic. What is peace? We can talk about that. Okay. But so here we are out there, words, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Police come out with military gear. Like literally, I was there, right? So we're in the street just yelling at folks and turn around and look, what the hell, right? All these tanks are there. Tanks. But when the white folks came with the Second Amendment, like, oh, we could carry our guns around, and they walked all over downtown St. Louis, the police were there on bicycles and in soft clothes. Mm-hmm. Like, what the heck?
What the heck?
Heck?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So that's kind of my point. It's like there's two separate standards. Let's say that
So white folks with guns aren't as scary as black folks with words.
Wow, I like it.